Opponents may have failed to get enough signatures to force the Houston Equal Rights Ordinance onto the ballot, but the battle is far from over. Good evening. I'm Eric Barajas.
And I'm Alona Carson. Dave and Gina are off tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Pooja Lodia live with more from both sides. Pooja?
Right, Alona and Eric. This ordinance was designed to prohibit discrimination. And supporters do say that, many major cities across the entire country have adopted similar ordinances. But for many opponents here, their big issue is in protecting the lifestyles of gay, lesbian, and transgender people. They believe that this ordinance just goes too far.
You've seen the protests and you've seen the cheers. City Council passed Houston's Equal Rights Ordinance back in May, and today an appeal was shot down.
Clearly, the majority of Houstonians were not interested in a repeal process.
Out of the more than 50,000 signatures wheeled into City Hall, less than half were ruled valid. Opponents needed more than 17,000. Instead, they got just over 15,000.
This was likely due to the fact that some of their circulators were not registered voters in the city of Houston.
The only option left for opponents, he says, is taking the signatures to federal court.
And asked that the federal courts rule the city of Houston's requirement that circulators be registered voters to be unconstitutional.
And less than an hour after the signatures were rejected, both sides met and vowed to keep fighting.
What we've gotten out of this is knowing that we're not alone, knowing that there are people out there, our community, that has stood up, stood together, and been a part of making sure that discrimination is not okay here in Houston.
I'm hoping that this issue will get on the ballot so the voters will have an opportunity to voice their opinion, that we don't like it.
And Mayor Parker has said that right now she is delaying implementing this ordinance as it continues to face several legal challenges. Live at City Hall, Pooja Lodia, 13 Eyewitness News.